Again, I will roll all dice at once. So let's see. So that's a 5. So let's resolve that first. So this one goes here. Then, let me think. This is the blue player. This is the red player. Right? Right. So, blue player will start off. So let's see what he can do with his 2 dice. So that's actually a brilliant move for the blue player here. So for once he's using this 5 to gain another mine. Oops. Okay, I just saw something. Let me finish that first. And with his second die, this 1, he can place the mine instantly on his field. So now 2 things again are happening. So there's no instant effect for the mine, this is clear. But for once he finished a terrain type basically. So this is a 3 terrain type. So again, this is, I'm not sure if you can see that, 6 victory points for the blue player. So he's at 29. And the other one, this was the one to place that, of course. And the second thing that happened now, as he has finished all of the terrain types, of course for the mines there are only these 3, he gains this bonus counter. So this bonus counter will just go there. Of course we could add it already yet. So this will serve him or provide him with 5 additional victory points by the end of this game. So this was of course a perfect turn for the blue player. So let's get over to the red player and see what he can do about that. So he's using this 1 die to place this ship on the 1 here. So again, what happens? He can advance, so now he's again the starting player. And second, he can choose any of these good tiles. Of course, he does not have enough room for that, but he can still go for the purple one here. The remainder will stay here. And for the second action, he directly sells these 2 goods here. So he puts that away. So he's getting a 1 silverling, and he's getting 4 victory points because he played he sold 2 of these goods. So it's now 24 victory points for the red player. I think this is really important for him. But this were his both actions. And now I really made a big mistake. As you see that already, I forgot to stock the black market. And that's why I didn't check that for both players, because that would be unfair. So what I will do now, I will refill the market, the black market in the middle, and then the red player can start his turn, because as you see, he's now the leading player. And see what we have here. So I restuffed that. So there's a church, there's another boarding house, and there is a knowledge token this time, a knowledge tile. This is relatively powerful tile, I have to admit, because when you place this knowledge token to your estate, you are then allowed to take 4 worker tokens instead of the normal 2 when spending a die. So it's relatively powerful, but let's see what we can do about that right now. So it's the red player's turn, and I think we should roll the dice first. So don't forget, the red player is rolling the dice. So it's a 5, so let's put that on the appropriate spot here. This is the red player, this is the blue player, and as mentioned several times already, it's the red player's turn. Let's see what he can do. So I think now let's move on. So he's spending 1 worker token to make this a 2. With this 2, he's going for this knowledge tile here. And for the second die, so this 2 is gone, let's put that away. And he's spending another worker now, to make this a 5. And with this he can place now this knowledge token here, knowledge tile here. And with that he would then be allowed now to basically, when placing a tile to his estate here, he must not spend a worker token for placing that. We can do that if he needs more than +1 or -1, but he must not do that. So this is like he would always play a worker token, which is pretty good. So this was this. And for his free action, now this is important for him, I guess, he will buy this boarding house from the black market here. Place it here, because he already has this victory tile here, which provides him later on with additional victory points per boarding house. So this was the red player. Now it's again the blue player. So these are doubles 3. So he's easy. He's playing that 3 to get the market. It's on the 3 spot. Place it here, and uses his second action to place this market in this new city here. This would now allow him to draw a blue or a farm tile, so a ship or a farm tile. And I think he will go for the ship, as he's still after some of these goods here. So he's taking that ship to his reserve. Of course, he's not allowed to play that. And he's still thinking of maybe getting another building from the middle, or for this knowledge token. Not so sure. I think he will go for the knowledge token. So he will pay 2 silverlings to get this knowledge token also on his board here. This was his free action for the black market. And now it's again the red player, and he will roll some dice. Okay, so that's a 1. This is red. This is blue. So let's see, this is the 1. Let's do that first. So we place that here. 6 and a 4, a 2 and a 6. And let's see what the red player will do. So this was pretty good. So what he will do, he will use the 4 to place that knowledge token over here. He's allowed to do that without spending a worker token, because of this knowledge token here. So it's always like placing a worker token, which is pretty good. So now again, what happens? He finished a tile or a terrain type here. It's just 3, and again a 3 is 6 victory points for the red player. You really need that. So he's again in the lead now. So this was his first action. So let's mark that here. The second action, he will place the boarding house. He's not really needing that because of the workers, but still it doesn't hurt. It's also this tile counts, so he doesn't need to spend a worker here. So he's placing that boarding house here. This will bring him an additional 4 workers, so he can really now roll what he wants basically. And this was his second action. He cannot buy anything from the black market because he's low on money. And now it's again the blue player's turn. So first of all, he's spending this 2 to place the hens here. So again, he will get 3 points for the hens, because there are 3 animals on that, and because he's finishing a terrain type here, or some one farm here, he's getting another victory point. So that's in total 4 victory points for the blue player. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, he's in the lead. So this was his first action, and with a 6, I guess he's playing the ship here. Let's also mark that down. Again, he can move forward now, so he's again the starting player from now on, and he can choose any pile here, and he will go for this pile. This is definitely good for him. This was his second action. He can still buy 2 tokens from the black market, and I think he will do that. Yeah, he will buy the church from the black market here. Place it on his reserve. And now it's, as you can see, the blue player's turn. And now he will roll some dice. So let's see. So that's a 4. Let's play that first. So the 4 goes here. These are the blue dice, these are the red dice. So now it's the blue player's turn. So with his 6, he's going for the warehouse, puts that onto his reserve. And for the 2, he's going to build the church. And now he can draw a castle, a mine, or a what was the other thing? A knowledge token. There are no knowledge token. Oh, there is one knowledge token for the bank here. He does have a bank, so this might be interesting for him. That's difficult. No, I think he really goes for the knowledge token. No, he takes that, places it onto his reserve. He's now fully stocked. And this was his turn. There's no free action anymore, so there's no more silverling available. And now it's the red player's turn. So he's spending the 1 action here to get the carpenter. Puts them onto his reserve. And he's spending 1 worker to make this a... Oops, what was it? A 4. Oops. No, really, I want to have a 4. With this 4, he gets another ship. He really needs that to get some good. And that's basically it. There's no more silverlings in his reserve. So it's again the blue player's turn, who will start the last round of this phase. So blue player rolls the dice. So that's a 5. So let's place that on the... Oh, wow, that's a mighty pile. Really have to take care of that. So these are the blue dice, these are the red dice. Okay, and it's up for the blue player. So first of all, he pays 1 worker to make this a 4. With this 4, he can then finish off his city here. For once, that's a warehouse, so he would be allowed to sell now this stock. But let's do the points first. So he's finished that terrain here, so this city here, so this will get him another 6 victory points. So it's 39 already. He's really making a lead now. Then he can sell the goods here. He will actually do that, so these are 2. So he's getting again a silverling and a worker, because he has this knowledge tile there below. And he also gains 4 additional victory points. So it's now 43, which is very good. And this was only his first die. With his second die, he's going to place that knowledge token, I think, here. This will later on provide him 4 workers instead of only 2 when spending a die. Now he has got still 2 silverlings, and he will spend those as well to get the last ship from the black market here, which is good enough. Though later on he can then finish this river here, also important. And this was the last action for the blue player in this phase, and now it's off to the red player. So first we will use this 1 to place the ship here. Again, the turn order has changed, so red player is in the lead. Now he's taking, I think, this pile here, but he can only use these 2 because there's no more room left. So 1 is going here, 1 is going here, but still not that bad. With his second action, he will go for the 6. The 6 he can spend now to place it here. This is the carpenter. The carpenter allows him to draw other building tile from the market. He will go for the bank because it's the only thing left, but it's not too bad. Place it here. There is no silverling and there's nothing left in the market, the black market. So this concludes also the red player's turn, and as you can see, this phase is also finished, and we will discard any remaining tiles here and refill the market, and see you in a second. I restocked the market fully, and of course I still forgot to give him his money. Don't know why I keep forgetting that, so let's do that now. So he gets 3 silverlings now because he has 3 mines in his estate. Basically there's no change, so there's a carpenter, a ship, this is a knowledge tile, this is also pretty good. So every time when you play now a ship or place a ship on your estate, you are allowed to get 2 adjacent depots here. So when you say I want to have this one, you could also go for this one and this one to do as a bonus. This is also pretty good. There's some pigs, another boarding house, another boarding house, another victory tile. So this says, okay, gain 4 victory points for each market, some hands and a church. So it's the red player's turn. He's on top of that. So he will roll some dice and then we see what we make out of that. Okay, so this is a 5. And now I see I forgot to against something, but I have not forgotten the market, the black market. Let's see what we draw. Let's do that very quickly now. Come on. It's not that bad. I always stop from top to bottom. It's really keeping the same direction. So, and we have this 5, so we take this one and place it here. Oops, no, this is not the 5. This is the 5, and place it here. Blue die goes here, red dice goes here, and now it's the red player's turn.